Alright, well, welcome back. The last time we were here, Honeycomb had just arrived, straight from the bottom of Lake George, and we gave it a little look over to see if it could be repaired. So, what I'm going to do today is I want to see how the electronics are doing. And the first thing I want to do is I want to check the batteries. I looked inside this, and I think it's possible that all the electronics on the inside are still functioning. The motors are clearly ruined. They're going to have to be replaced. But I think that if I power this on, I might actually get some action out of the control board. But before I do that, I want to make sure that these batteries, which are lithium ion phosphate batteries, won't explode. So, we're going to pop open these battery tubes, and they are in there good. It's been a long time since anyone has separated these, so you can see these O-rings are kind of stiff. We will probably have to replace the O-rings too. And oh boy, am I going to get wet? Alright, this looks like it's just about ready to come out. Whoo boy! Alright, let's take a look here at what we've got going on. There's a very powerful smell of hydrolysis coming out of here. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. There's like a big gelatinous mass around this. I think, oh my, this is unbelievable. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. It definitely smells like some intense hydrolysis, but this used to be a fuse holder that had an acrylic shell around it. The acrylic has basically turned to jelly. It feels like jelly, so I think we've had some intense hydrolysis inside these batteries, and they've actually started to melt the acrylic inside. So we definitely don't want to put any power into these batteries. But let's just get them out and see how they look. Yeah, these batteries, oof, that is a very, very strong smell. So in terms of personal safety, I'm going to say, you can even feel the battery tube itself is a little bit softer. That is wild. It is like dissolved. The acrylic some of the acrylic has turned into this weird gel. That is, I have not experienced that before. And then the battery tube is separated a little bit on here. So that's totally dead. These batteries are fried. We should throw them out. I want to see if they've got a charge in them or not. So, turn our voltmeter. And we're just going to very carefully make contact and see. There is 1.4 volts in that battery. This battery, this one was right at the front. That looks like it got the worst of it. This battery has... this is all over the place. This battery is totally shot. What about this battery here? This battery has half a volt left in it. So, these batteries might still be good. I'm not even going to begin to try to fix these batteries. We're just going to throw them out because this is a serious hazard. But I think these two batteries are probably good. This one is totally shot. This is unbelievable. I'm going to have to send this back to the guys at HQ and let them take a look at it because that is just totally unexpected. I did not see that coming at all. Let's see how the other battery tube failed. Now, this is the battery tube that I said I thought stayed sealed during the entire time. I don't think water actually got into here, and I can already tell just by opening it up, the O-ring is still nice and rubbery. There's still a lot of flex to it. We open it up. So this is what the fuse holder should look like. This is what it looked like in the one that was totally inundated and it was sitting down on the seafloor and totally... I mean, I guess when the battery started to hydrolyze, they turned it into acid inside the battery tube, and that began to dissolve the acrylic itself. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. So, let's pull these out. batteries look like they did the day we sent this into the water. These batteries look totally fine, and I bet if those had a little bit of charge, I bet these are probably still fully charged. Alright, so that's got half a volt left in it. This one has... this one's probably completely drained. If they're completely drained, you don't really want to use them again. They really don't do well when they drain all the way. And my voltmeter seems to be having a little bit of a problem. There we go. Let's reset that. And let's see. Yeah, these are totally depleted. So they're all totally depleted. I think these 3 batteries are recoverable. I'm not going to try to. I'm just going to throw these all out. Not throw them out. I'm going to recycle them responsibly because these are lithium iron phosphate batteries. They can be potentially hazardous. But right now what it looks like is, and this battery tube stayed sealed the entire time it was down there. It doesn't look like there was any flooding. This was lost at almost 70 meters. So that's a really good sign. This battery tube is going to require a little bit more investigation. I'm going to have to look up some of the chemical reactions that could have caused something like this to turn into something like this. And look, I'm going to see if I can't see this. If I give this a squeeze, that's a solid piece. If I give this a squeeze, it's totally gel. That is very unexpected. So, this has been your Honeycomb update. I'm going to go through the electronics a little more, make sure I'm confident. I'm going to pull these battery tubes off. They probably need to be completely replaced. And we're going to slowly get into the process of rebuilding Honeycomb.